What's going on, everybody? I am your host, Destinnee Vance, and this episode is powered by Destiny is by Choice Support Services. I want to welcome you to another True Shot. Today, I want to remind someone of something that could completely change the way you see your life. You're closer than you think. I know it doesn't feel like it. I know you're tired. I know you've been praying. You've been working. You've been believing. You've been fighting battles nobody knows about. And if you're honest, you're wondering if anything is ever going to change. But can I tell you something? Sometimes the hardest season isn't because you're losing. It's because you're about to break through. We live in a world that celebrates overnight success. People see the finish line, but never the years of struggle that came before it. And nobody applauds the nights you cried yourself to sleep. Nobody sees the applications you filled out, the businesses you started, the dreams that didn't work, the relationships you had to walk away from. Oh gosh, the prayers you whispered when nobody else was around. But God sees every single one of them. And the truth is, most people quit one step before their breakthrough. Think about that. Imagine digging for gold. You spend days digging, weeks digging, months digging. You get tired. You don't see anything, so you quit. Then someone else comes along, digs one more foot, and finds everything you were searching for. That happens in life more than we realize. And sometimes we're standing inches away from answered prayers. And we walk away because we mistake silence for absence. Just because it's quiet, it doesn't mean that things aren't still working. Some of the greatest work happens underground before anything ever breaks the silence. Just thinking about the seed, you bury it. From the outside, it looks like nothing is happening, but underneath the dirt, everything is changing. The roots are growing, strength is developing, life is forming. You don't dig the seed back up every day asking if it's growing. You trust the process. Why is it that we'll trust the process of nature, but struggle to trust the process of life? Some of you are in your underground season, and I know for sure I am. And nobody sees your growth. Nobody celebrates your consistency or notices your healing. But don't confuse hidden for forgotten. Sometimes the best work comes from when nobody is looking. And here's something else I've learned. Delay isn't always denial. Sometimes delay is preparation. And if you think about it, if you were giving everything the moment you asked, would you be ready to handle it? Sometimes you're being prepared for the blessing. Sometimes the preparation is what helps you. And there's a difference, because if your character doesn't grow with your opportunity can destroy you. Some of you have been asking for bigger platforms, but there's bigger things that's being required from you. And those things don't happen overnight. They happen through the process. And the process can be uncomfortable. If we're being honest, growth hurts. Healing hurts. Forgiveness hurts. Changing hurts. But staying the same hurts even more. Somebody listening today has almost talked themselves out of their dream. You've convinced yourself you're too old, too broken, too late, too overlooked. But can I challenge that lie? Your timeline isn't God's timeline. The chapter you're in isn't the end of the story. And there are people throughout this world and throughout the past who didn't step into purpose until later in life. There were people who were rejected before they were chosen. Forgotten before they were remembered, broken before they were restored. Failure was never the final chapter, and neither is yours. So maybe today isn't about getting a new miracle. Maybe today is about getting a new perspective. Because sometimes the only thing standing between you and hope is the story you've been telling yourself. And instead of saying, I'm never going to make it, try saying, I'm still becoming. Instead of saying, I failed too many times, say, I'm learning what doesn't work. Instead of saying, nothing is changing, say, something is growing that I can't see yet. Faith isn't pretending everything is perfect. Faith is believing that even when you can't see movement, God is still moving. So if you're exhausted, just rest. But don't quit. And if you're discouraged, pray. But don't quit. If you're frustrated, take a breath. But don't quit. Because you may be one conversation away, one opportunity away, one breakthrough away, and one answered prayer away. You are closer than you think. And before I leave you today, I want you to remember this. Don't let temporary pain convince you to abandon permanent purpose. Don't let today's disappointment erase tomorrow's possibility. Keep showing up. Keep believing. Keep healing. Keep growing. Keep trusting. Because the breakthrough you've been praying for may already be in motion. You just can't see it yet. If this truth shot encouraged you today, I want you to share it with someone who feels like giving up. You never know who needs to hear these words. And if you're listening on YouTube, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment telling me one area of your life where you're choosing not to quit. Trust me, I read the comments and I respond because I love hearing stories. And also, remember, your destiny is by choice, not by chance. And until next time, keep walking in your truth. Bye.